Well, it has begun. The ice storm has hit. Our power went out at about 4:55 a.m. this morning. So we have no electricity, no telling when we're going to get electricity because, you know, these ice storms hit large areas. Like a big chunk of the state is being hit right now by this storm. So the power company has their hands full. You know, they've got power outages everywhere. Last time we got hit like this, it was at least a week, I know, before we had electricity again. So I'm not going to shoot a lot of video right now. I'm going to try and conserve the battery power on my phone. I'm going to go down here to this hill that you guys see me scrape with the tractor. I'm going to put some more salt on it just in case we need emergency vehicles to get up here. We do have some neighbors up here. There's maybe a half dozen houses along this road. So just in case we need to get an ambulance or fire truck or utility vehicle or whatever up here, I'm gonna go salt this again. But yeah, today I'm just gonna be working on getting the generator wired up to, what I should do is wire up my fuse panel so I can just connect the generator to my fuse panel and run my house. That's definitely on my to-do list. But for now, I'm just gonna have to hook it up to some extension cords to run in the house, try to keep the refrigerator going to keep our food cold, and maybe run a lamp or a space heater. And the sun should be up here in about an hour. So at that point, we'll be able to see a little better and evaluate the situation. But my guess is we've got a main power line down on the road somewhere out here. But anyway, it's the joys of living in this part of the country, I'll tell you. I'll be back maybe for a short period of time to shoot a little video when the sun comes up. But like I said, I'm not going to shoot a lot of video right now. I'm going to try and save my phone. But here we go. Tucker, come on. So I'm trying to keep this space heater on a lower setting. The lower the setting, hopefully the less energy it'll use and the longer my generator will last. Got the refrigerator plugged up over here trying to keep the food cold. So it's almost like primitive camping in a way. So I guess that's about all I can do inside the house right now. Might as well get the tractor and try to scrape some of this ice and sleet off of the driveway. If we get lucky and the sun does come out, it'll make it quicker to melt. So go out here and see if the tractor will start. The other thing that you obviously have to be careful of when the weather gets like this is to not fall down. When I'm listening to the fire and EMS channel on my scanner, you wouldn't believe how many calls they get for people who have fallen down and gotten hurt, even when there's not ice, but especially when we have ice and snow. It seems like people fall down and get hurt pretty often. So the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing how important it is to go slow and take little penguin steps when you're walking around on this stuff. No sense in getting in a hurry, because that's how people get hurt. Oh goodness, let's see if we can get this thing to fire up. It actually usually does a pretty good job. Get my little curly Q with the glow plugs over there. Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I figured I'd go ahead and take my trash can down the hill since I'm going down here. I very seriously doubt they're going to show up to get it, but at least it'll be down here. go try and scrape this hill. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to or not, but I'm gonna give it a try. Adjust the blade or adjust the top length a little bit because it's not really digging in. Yeah, that's more like it. Now it's going to dig in a little better. Well, it is beautiful. It's extremely destructive. It's a real pain in the rear end, but it is beautiful. See, the grass is just covered in ice. All those pines over there are drooping down. Let's see what we got here. That's about 3/4. That's about 3/4 of an inch if you don't count the little bitty twig in there. So that's a good amount of ice. That's probably a good almost 1/2 inch of ice. It just makes a wreck out of everything though. This is my poor little ginkgo tree, and it's having a hard time. And that's a lot of ice. And the bad thing about it is, to make matters even worse, it's like 21 or 22 degrees out here with a stiff wind. So the wind chill's way down in the teens, and the forecast says it's going to get even colder than this. So, oh man. So we haven't had any electricity since 5 in the morning. No telling when we're going to get electricity again. The power company says that the problem's about a mile down the road out that way. So at least they do know what the problem is and where it is. But like I said, when these ice storms hit, they have so many outages that they just run thin, you know. And usually what happens is they get utility companies from other states or other regions to come in and help because they just don't have the resources to do it all themselves. So it'll be a while, but I'm sure they'll get the power back on. For now, you know, we're just keeping the refrigerator going on the generator and a lamp or two and a space heater. So, poor little tree. I mean, look how low those power lines are hanging down. I mean, some of those lines over there maybe 15 feet off the ground now. This ice just puts a tremendous amount of weight on them. It just makes an absolute mess. So like I was saying the other day, if you guys live in a part of the country where you don't see ice storms, be thankful, because they are a wreck. I've even got little ice nubs on my tires. So we got some branches down over there, got some branches down over there, but that's nothing compared to what I saw when I drove down the county road here a little while ago. Yeah, the really good news though is that we got electricity back again. It's so nice to hear my AC unit out here running, my heat pump, so we don't have to use the generator and space heaters to sleep tonight. That's so good. We had no electricity for 10 hours, but thank you, Bluegrass Energy, for getting our electricity back on. Sad thing about it is I've been watching the data, and it looks like Monday, today's Thursday, it looks like Monday we're gonna have another big storm, and this one could be even bigger. So I'm telling you, man, these things are destructive. Oh, and the water company called. They use the E911 system to text everybody in the county, and they said that a power pole has gone down at the water treatment plant, but our water treatment plant is on the Kentucky River, so it's on a steep hill going down to the river. They draw the water out of the river and treat it. So anyway, they're saying they can't get in there to make repairs until tomorrow, and so the water that they have already ready to go is all they've got. I mean, they're not able to treat any more additional water tonight. So what they have in store right now is all they have. So they want people to conserve water because they're afraid that they can run out by 10 p.m. tonight if people don't conserve water. So there's another thing we got to think about. But we're getting through it though. I think the sun's actually supposed to be out tomorrow, so it'll start melting some of this mess away. All these trees over here, power lines that are sagging. Hopefully all the ice will start melting off of those tomorrow, and we can make some improvements. I took the tractor down the hill to scrape the big 400-foot hill that we have to go in and out of to get in our neighborhood. And those R4 tires, the industrial tires on this tractor, actually did a really good job. I mean, it's solid ice out here, and I didn't slip around. They did a great job on that hill, which really surprised me. So I have no more concerns anymore about the industrial tires on my tractor. That's a good thing also. But I'm gonna have to go find my dog. I had to let him out here in the front to use the restroom because they don't like to walk around on this ice. You know, I guess it bothers their little paws or something. I mean, I don't know if you guys can really see it or not, but the way that the ice accumulates on everything, I guess it feels really weird on their little paws, and they don't like to walk around out here. So I got to bring them out here in the gravel and let them just kind of inch their way over to the fence post. The great ice storm of 2021. We'll have to remember this one through video. I didn't get any video of the last couple that we've had. The prior one was 12 years ago, and then the one before that it's been 18 years since that one happened now, but we'll have a good video of this one, won't we, Toby? So I guess that's all I'm really gonna record for the day. I appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna go in the house here, get everything turned back on, get the house warmed back up, and chill out for the rest of the night. When this storm is finally gone, we'll do some more interesting content. But for now, you guys stay safe out there, especially if you live in Kentucky. Stay safe, drive slow, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.